Pinchy Kobe Productions presents A Lie Them a Tell.
I'm trying to remember listening. I'm just having a background memory here of Rocksteady, and then it has a. So isn't it? So which one is it? Is it Sky that is faster? So Rocksteady was a strong one.
Rocksteady.
Right.
They pick up back the pace with reggae.
Reggae.
I was running like a fugitive all the time.
Right, because I was just about to say that reggae was the up-tempo version of ska and Rocksteady.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So when was the first reggae song produced?
Reggae started between the end of 1968 up to 1969. Right? You have three guys. Clancy Eccles, Lee Perry, and a guy they call Andy Cap. He was the engineer.
Lee Perry, Scratch Lee Perry.
Scratch Lee
Right.
Perry, yeah. So they started to experiment. And they come up with this rhythm, right? You have a guy called Glenn Adams.
Gonna write you a letter, turn it in a song, let go memory.
Okay, he come up with a shuffle. He changed the shuffle a couple times because I don't know if you ever heard about Janko Skank.
The Janko Skank, baby, will you do that?
No.
Yeah, that was part of the development of reggae. You have a creeping organ. If you listen to a song called Hollywood Hill by the Fabulous Flames.
Sing a song.
You hear that song.
Nice.
Right? And Derek Morgan did one that a cover version of Benny King.
Right.
Yeah. It's called, I think it's the last song. I don't remember the name of it, but it's what a Benny King. I can look it up and tell you. Yeah. So that's the whole thing come up. You understand me? So the first song was a song called Time Is Marching On by David Isaac.
Time marches on.
Produced by Clancy Eccles and Lee Scratch Perry. The second one is called Bagaboo, I'm the King of Reggae by Clancy Eccles.
Why are you acting like a bagaboo?
This is interesting to me because I've never heard of David Isaacs. In all the mentions of mentionings where we've listened and we've heard of the Bob Marleys, the Jimmy Cliffs, the Dennis Brown, there has never been a mention of a David Isaac.
David Isaac is out there a long time from Scaddies, right? But you have a lot of people come before Bob Marley and Jimmy Cliff, all right? My family member, right, sing the first record in Jamaica, Easy Snapping, Theophilus Bedford.
Easy snapping.
And Bob Marley is not the first international artist. Was Millie Small and Prince Buster.
Billy Small.
And Prince
My boy lollipop, you make my heart go giddy up.
and Prince Buster.
And Prince Buster.
Madness, they call it madness.
You know, I find our musical history to be so rich because it's like the bigger you deep is the more you find. And the names that you're mentioning right now on this set, I've never heard any of these names. And this is where I will implore and encourage most of our musicians and our historians to start documenting.
Well, nobody documented the music in
Jamaica doesn't have anything documenting.
No.
And it's really sad because if you're sending and this is why we don't know our true roots and our true history, because there are a lot of things historically that has taken place in Jamaica by many persons that is not recorded, it's not archived. There's no, if you go to the National Library of Jamaica, I'm pretty sure we would not be having this kind of information found down there.
Me, as far as me concerned, Jamaica didn't have a music industry, just some man try a thing, you understand? The producer, them keep everything for themselves, right? When I was coming up, right, the standard in the music business, you sing a song and you get 20 pounds, no more, nothing else. And the producer owned everything.
All the rights.
All the rights. You never have my rights. As a matter of fact, we wasn't singing for money. We just want to hear our name on the radio, and we have a lot of girls and go dance and this and that. Killing me for that, you know, right? And Dennis Brown, that and this, and Greg Rice and that, and you know, certain.
So it really was just about fame and having the ladies by your side.
That's right.
But no true vision with your craft and the wealth that could have been amassed behind it.
You know, sir, you know.
Which is a question I've always asked myself. Why is it that you find that most of these...
And it just don't happen to Jamaica alone, you know. When I went to the States, right, and start mixed with American artists, they've been through the same thing that we've been through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I do believe you. I do believe, and it was a different time then. I think everybody was just trying to thrive on being popular, being known, and get their creativity out.
Yeah, they just want to be heard, you know.
Right.
Talk about just want to be heard, and you know, no monetary gain was behind it for the artists. You know, we didn't even know about publishing. I don't know about publishing till I went to London.
And you said something about London, reggae in London.
When reggae started in Jamaica first, right? Yeah, a lot of people didn't know, supposed to understand. The music industry was controlled by a lot of Chinese. The Byron Lees, the whole of them, you know.
By the who?
The Byron Lee.
The Chinese?
The Chinese used to...
So we're talking that this has been dating back from...
Yeah, Chinese, the people with the money who used to run the business were Chinese. Yeah.
So Byron Lee was...
Byron Lee, the Corys and all of these guys, red skin guys, them control the business. I tell you something, you know, sometimes when we used to get record play, we go to the press and copy a record, right, with federal on it, and paste it on an hour record, and take it to the radio station, and them think it's a federal record. It's not a federal record. And so we used to get play, you know.
What do you think the reason was behind it?
Well, money run, them say, I can't even say that bullshit to our country. They say, it's money run the business. We didn't have any money, right? Our biggest market was jukebox.
So I hear you say it's money run, but I've had some conversations with other big bosses in the business. Their look and take on it is that how Byron Lee and the Dragonaires, when you dated back to those dates, I thought that Byron Lee was more in the late 70s, 80s.
No, Byron Lee coming from the 60s.
From the 60s.
Back, yeah.
So in...
People like Kestin and all of these guys, Sonny Bradshaw and all of them, yeah.
Not to lose my point, in speaking and having these conversations, I learned that it was more of the business approach and how they presented themselves. Because what happened was that the image that was displayed by the other artists, they didn't take their presentation seriously. And so therefore, it made them more marketable. It made Mr. Lee and the other name that you just mentioned more marketable to be able to be taken seriously, to be going internationally with most of these songs.
Who was the first man who started put out a song internationally? It's Duke Reid. And that was one of the black man, Duke Reid and Coxsone. I think you got three of them, another one they call Liquor Wonder.
I should have known from the start that you're not meant.
Right?
Coxsone is Sir Coxsone,
Sir Coxsone died.
Right.
But Duke Reid was the first one who started to travel and go to London.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But coming back to Jamaica and the reggae business now, okay? When reggae started in Jamaica, right, you have two classes of music, uptown and downtown, right? When the downtown man creates something, the uptown man copy it, they get all the radio play, they have the money, they can pay the jacks and they get paid, right? The man who created the business downtown didn't get anything, right?
And would that again boil back
to continue, right? There was a white man come to Jamaica by the name of Dave Vetri, right?
I thought you were going to say Christopher Blackwell, but anyway.
No, Blackwell used to work with another Chinaman, Beverly's, right? Even the name of the reggae, right, is a man who spelled the name, I don't remember his name, but he have a magazine called Swing. So when we come up with the name, translators come up with the name reggae, they couldn't spell it. He spelled it R-E-G-G-A-Y.
Picture Public Productions presents A Lie Them a Tell.